Kanan? Who are you? Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here, hope you're all doing well, and in this video we are going to be discussing a little bit about the AHSOKA show. How is the AHSOKA show going to deal with one of the greatest losses ever in Star Wars? Well, stay tuned to find out a little bit more. In this video we are going to be taking a read from ScreenRant.com. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. As I read, the AHSOKA show has yet to reveal how it will deal with one of the Star Wars' greatest losses. Set during the Mandalorian era, AHSOKA will act as a partial sequel to Star Wars Rebels, reintroducing Grand Admiral Thrawn as the heir to the Empire, and bringing the Ghost Crew into live action for the first time ever. As such, many important Rebel characters are set to return in AHSOKA, including Hera and Syndulla, Sabine Wren, Zeb, Chopper, and even Ezra Bridger. But while Rebels ended on a triumph note with the Empire defeated on Lothal, one heartbreaking twist still overshadowed the rebellion and the Ghost Crew's victory: the loss of Kanan Jarrus. Kanan Jarrus, an Order 66 survivor and Jedi Master to Ezra Bridger, sacrificed himself to save his family during a fuel tank explosion at the Empire's base on Lothal. His death, while certainly meaningful, is one of the saddest in Star Wars history. Kanan's demise happened only a few episodes before the Rebels series finale, making it almost impossible for the members of the Ghost Crew to grieve before Lothal had its victory and its occurrence, and the epilogue skipped through to the events of Return of the Jedi and beyond. Kanan may be one with the Force, but given his importance to Rebels, AHSOKA will need to find some way to acknowledge his contribution. And so, this isn't the first time that we've discussed something like this here on the channel. I'm very heavy on the idea that Kanan will make some type of cameo in the AHSOKA show. However, I don't think it's what you guys necessarily expect it to be. Remember that clip I just showed at the beginning of this video of Ezra Bridger talking to a wolf named Doom? Well, that supposed Doom wolf is actually Kanan Jarrus. It's essentially a way of a Force ghost, but through a wolf. And I'm very keen on the idea that this is how we're going to see some type of cameo or contribution to Kanan in the AHSOKA show. And even furthermore, to support this overall idea, a recent rumor a couple of months ago had actually said and stated from MakingStarWars.com that there was actually a giant wolf head puppet type of thing that had been designed for the AHSOKA show. And of course that could be any other giant wolf, but I'm definitely heavy on the idea that it's going to be Kanan. Kanan's legacy and Star Wars Rebels and Star Wars overall at large is undeniable. Without Kanan, Ezra Bridger never would have become the selfless Jedi that defeated Grand Admiral Thrawn. Sabine Wren would have never learned to wield the Darksaber properly, and Lothal might have never been freed from the clutches of the Empire. There is arguably no Ghost Crew without Kanan Jarrus, and if he hadn't sacrificed himself for his friends and family, the AHSOKA show might have had a very different outcome. Perhaps it wouldn't have even existed at all. Kanan, of course, exemplifies what it means to be a Jedi, especially after the trauma of Order 66. He found a family, discovered love and purpose, and had a hand in training the next generation of Jedi, despite the danger it posed to him and those he had cared about. He never felt swayed towards the dark side, but recognized when Ezra did, his apprentice. His patience and understanding are what made him a great Jedi. The AHSOKA show may take place years after the Rebels epilogue, and the characters might have been able to move on from his death since then, but Kanan deserves, at the very least, to be mentioned in the show, and I'm definitely hopeful that he will. There truly really doesn't feel to be a Ghost Crew without Kanan, and one thing that the AHSOKA show I feel really has an overall tone for and theme for is that the Ghost Crew feels separated after those events. And also at the same time of having Ezra Bridger missing in action. So aside from a giant wolf making an appearance as Doom, or also as Kanan, another version of a Force ghost essentially, Ahsoka's placement on the Star Wars timeline would make it easy for the show to just ignore Kanan's existence to a point. After all, there are plenty of viewers who will want to watch Ahsoka who haven't seen Rebels, and mention of him might alternate those audiences. But if the Ghost Crew and Ezra's return are to be be integral, a part of the plot and overall story, it would be a distinctive to those characters and Rebels as a whole, as a show, to not even mention who Kanan was or what he meant to them. There is one character's inclusion though, however, that hasn't been mentioned in Ahsoka's promotional material or in its teaser trailer so far, so it would force the series to acknowledge Kanan's legacy. The Star Wars Rebels epilogue had revealed that Kanan and Hera Syndulla actually had a child together, Jacen Syndulla. In the epilogue, it was teased that Jacen also had an affinity for the Force, and it was actually Force sensitive, just like his father. If Jacen is included in the Ahsoka show, which I really do believe that he will be, because I'm a huge LEGO nerd and I like to cover LEGO news and leaks and rumors and that type of thing. I'll have my LEGO channel linked in the description down below. A new LEGO Star Wars Ahsoka set has a description to actually have include Jacen Syndulla in that set. The set is based off of the Ahsoka show. So arguably, of course, Jacen should also mention in the show, seeing that he has a prominent role with his mother. His mother is also going to have a prominent presence in the show. It will also be hard for Ahsoka to forgo mentioning Kanan to any point. I think that she and he had quite a connection of being both Order 66 survivors, living through that trauma. And as we also know and love, father-son relationships are a massive part of Star Wars and its overall thematic storytelling, and it would be interesting to see how Kanan's death impacted Jacen while growing up and his relationship with the Force overall. However, Ahsoka chooses to handle Kanan Jarrus' death. It's certain to have a big emotional impact on the show, and I can't wait to see how they do it. So of course, I'm very hopeful that we'll have an acknowledgence for one thing, but also having an actual cameo to some point of Kanan appearing in the Ahsoka show coming out a little bit later this year is something I'm very hopeful for, with having this giant wolf type of puppet being designed as a recent report / rumor, something that we talked about here on the channel, and also just the fact that I think it's just one of those things that makes sense to have him at least mentioned from Jacen Syndulla, his son. I'm very hopeful that his son, Jacen, is going to play quite a role in the upcoming Ahsoka show. Anyway, let me know of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys all think about this. What do you want to see with the Ahsoka show and the inclusion of Kanan? Let me know of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Have a great one, guys. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.